What's up, everybody? Showtime is TheBlaziking, and we're here with keeping up with Star Rail Fugue time, or Fugue. One small note: if you see lights flickering or even going off at random, I highly apologize. My electricity has been kind of fucked since this morning. But that's just my living conditions for you. That being said, let's get into things, shall we? Because as soon as she drops next week, you bet we're pulling for her. Been made that apparent for a while.
How does it feel to be one step behind your own life? Ventilia robbed her of a precious part of her life in a sudden and overwhelming instance. Robbed her of her name, identity, and even memories. She became an outsider to this world and her own life. In the long days away from our sight, she agonized, struggled, wandered, dithered, wearied, dreamed, and despaired. But in those days, she also fought, charged, and made her choice. At the end, she resurrected. Today, let us get to know her once more.
The fact he says all that and we had just finished the story mode kind of makes it even more impactful. Which, by the way, if you didn't check that out, you should totally do that. Maybe I'll link the stream VOD at the end of this video if it lets me.
It's a pleasure to meet you for the first time, Fugue.
Such a dumb
I believe
fucking
our
name.
audience is also relieved and delighted to see Ting Yun again. For today, we have invited someone who
Such
is
a
very
dumb
close to Ting Yun,
pronunciation.
Madame Yu Kong, to walk us through how Ting Yun has changed after her resurrection. As Ting Yun's old boss and her dear friend, how do you feel about her return from the other side?
I am delighted to know that Ting Yun is alive, but thinking of her suffering and her determination to be involved in this situation fills me with pain and sadness.
I heard that her body had to be reconstructed, and her conscience almost disappeared many times. Must have been tough to get her where she is now.
The Alliance's mission is important, of course, but I do wish my loved ones could live out their lives in peace and not have to take some great and tragic vows.
So, after being tricked and brushing against death, has anything changed about Ting Yun's personality?
Well, it's not too late to see for yourself if you happen to meet her later.
I actually just had a thought I should probably turn this up a little more on the application audio end, because somebody did tell me that the audio was a little quiet on one of these last things I did. Then it was on 35 for the Miyabi thing. I don't know if it was quiet or not. Sounded audible. Should this be? Yeah, this is probably fine. Let's just not worry about it.
Looks like I'm overthinking things.
It sounded
Then let's
fine
take
in
a
the
look at the
Miyabi
resurrected
thing, so.
Fugue. Fugue is a fire character following the path of Nihilin. Seeing her again after such a long separation, she feels both alien and familiar. When she uses her basic attack, Fugue deals fire damage to one designated enemy. When using her skill, Fugue grants Foxian Prayer to one designated ally and enters the Torrid Scorch state. These states last for a number of turns, decreasing by one whenever Fugue's turns start. The teammate with Foxian Prayer has their break effect increased and can ignore enemy weakness type to reduce toughness by a certain percentage. While in the Torrid Scorch state, Fugue's basic attack is enhanced. After the Foxian Prayer teammate attacks, Fugue has a chance to decrease the attacked enemy's defense by a certain percentage for some turns. Using her enhanced basic attack, Fugue deals fire damage to one designated enemy and its adjacent targets. Ting Yun's tail sure looks powerful! If she grew 100 of them, could she bring home victory every time?
Spare her. We have trouble with just one tail.
While Fugue is on the field, enemy targets are afflicted by the Cloud Flame.
I do definitely like that nine-tail kind of mentality. Well, I don't know if it's exactly 9, but I'm assuming it's supposed to be even just in here. I think it's only
Luster
like 5,
state,
but
equal
we'll
to a
look
certain
past that.
percentage of the enemy's max toughness. When the enemy's initial toughness is reduced to 0,
That's
Cloud
only
Flame
5.
Luster
For
can
now.
continue to be reduced. When it is reduced to 0, weakness break damage is triggered again. Then, when allies attack weakness broken enemy targets, the toughness reduction from the attack will be converted to one instance of super break damage. After Fugue unlocks a certain traits, allies will additionally delay enemy action when they break enemy weaknesses. After unlocking another trace, Fugue will increase all allies' break effect whenever enemy weaknesses are broken, lasting a certain number of turns. This effect is stackable up to a certain limit.
The children of the Rainbow Arbiter don't stop to rest. They draw their bows for the peaceful rest of others.
When using her ultimate, Fugue sends enemies into a fantasia of nine-tailed flames.
Oh, hey.
Pour forth to deal fire damage to all enemies and reduce all enemies' toughness regardless of weakness type. Greetings, hostile species. In today's survival guide, we bring you the hottest, most important survival tip right now. Don't provoke the tail.
And don't annoy Tingyun.
When Fugue uses her technique during exploration, she will inflict daze on enemies in a set area for a period of time. Dazed enemies will not actively attack. After entering battle via attacking dazed enemies, Fugue's action advances with a chance to inflict the same defense reduction state as that of her skill on all enemies, lasting for a number of turns.
Next time she embarks on a long journey, I hope to have the chance to protect her.
So, Fugue's core mechanic is increasing allies' break effect using her skill and allows teammates to reduce weakness regardless of types. Then, use Cloud Flame Luster to increase the number of times allies can break.
Just pausing again to bring up, from what I saw on stream yesterday, I still do not take it back. Or, well, yesterday from recording this. I'll probably upload this tomorrow.
Break enemy toughness, thus triggering more break damage. Seems like some of our monster friends haven't gotten around to watching this episode of Survival Guide yet. Tingyun uses her skill to grant Fox and Prayer to Sushang, then uses her ultimate to easily dispose of the two monsters. Sushang then uses her skill to gravely wound the Hound. Thanks to the buff from Tingyun's skill, Sushang's skill easily breaks the Hound's toughness. Since enemies in the Cloud Flame Luster state can be broken again and has super break damage triggered, Sushang immediately uses her ultimate, breaking the Hound's Cloud Flame Luster and triggering both break damage and super break damage. The Hound has no...
And if anybody wants one of those kind of chickens in a similar style anyway, go ahead and, follow my Twitch channel, because I have an emote based on Torchic like that. If I remember, I'll put it on screen.
Way to fight back under such repeated assaults. This battle is over. That is a wrap. Woo. This is truly the fastest combat showcase this show has ever seen. Now that she's back, Tingyun is truly terrifying.
Sometimes in the dead of night, I flip through old photos of her. Then I look at how she is now and feel both proud and worried.
You truly are a leader, Madam Yukong. You provide a lot of emotional value here. Now that she's about to embark on another long journey, do you have anything to say to her?
Move forward. Don't look back.
Do you mean that our choices are not worth us before unpredictable destiny? That how I want to live is decided by the me who is right here, right now, and not by any version of the me beforehand?
Mr. Albert, you sound like you have what it takes to be a leader as well.
Benefactor, let me lend you a hand.
Well, hopefully that was loud enough for people to hear without me having to continue to eke it up. But, that said, I cannot wait for Fugue to come out, because honestly she looks like a hell of a lot of fun. Will she fit as well into the usual Nihility teams as I thought she might? Maybe, maybe not. But either way, she's very pretty and very strong, so she's very much being gotten. I have around 10k Jade and about 20 tickets, so I should be able to get at least one copy of her. It's literally the same situation as I had with Miyabi, which, if you didn't see the video that I uploaded for the Miyabi summons, I'll link that instead of the Yanagi video at the end of this, just so you can check that out. That being said, let me know, are you pulling for Tingyun too? Are you waiting for Aljaya I think that's what it's going to be pronounced in the future, or somebody else. Let me know in the comment section down below. And as always, please don't forget, hit the like button, subscribe. Subscribe to the review channel in the description down below. Ring both bells, like Facebook, follow Twitter, and Blue Sky, the thing that's trying to be like Twitter, but it ain't quite there yet, but it's trying. TikTok, Patreon will get the full unedited visuals and sometimes eventually audio of the things that I upload over there. Go follow on Twitch, subscribe there for benefits. You can do so with Twitch Prime for free. That all being said, it's been TheBlaziking. Sign out. Ta-ta for now. Peace.